Hello and welcome everybody to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting somewhere in Platinum here. Hopefully we can do a little bit more climbing here as we continue exploring this limited format. Now, before we hop straight into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some Ninja Turtles booster boxes or you wanted some singles for your constructed deck, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you're in the market for top of the line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that utilize their special magnetic technology that allow all their products to snap conveniently into place, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, we've been doing some artifact things. In the last video, I am sad about a mistake I made, but you know what? We move on. Okay, woo, what a pack. Turncoat Kunoichi, 3 mana for a 3/2 with 2 white-black sneak. When this enters, choose target creature an opponent controls. Exile that creature until this creature leaves the battlefield. If this creature's sneak cost was paid, instead exile that chosen. This 4 mana sneak, you literally just kill something. That's ridiculous. Leatherhead, Swampstalker, 4 mana for a 5/4. Leatherhead enters with a hexproof counter on her. Whenever Leatherhead deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a counter from her. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So 4 mana for a 5/4 trampler that can kill something when it hits. Very good. I actually think the Kunoichi is better. But here is the interesting wrinkle in this. There's Mighty Mutanimals. 2 white for a 2/1. When this enters, create a 2/2 red mutant creature token. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. This is, in my opinion, the best uncommon in the format, and I think it's going to be better than most rares. I'm going to take the Mighty Mutanimals over the Kunoichi. And please do not turn off the video. I think this card is absolutely busted. Kunoichi is good, but it's fine, of course, if you just cast it as well. Obviously, you want to sneak with it, but I want to play with this card a little more. I firmly believe this card is just like close to busted. I just think the card's insane. All right, here I'll take Novel Nunchaku though. This is the best card in the pack. Now, there's these white commons, but these are not particularly great. There's also Return to the Sewers, but I do think the Nunchaku is better. There's also Armagon, Future Shark, but this thing costs 8 mana. Am I supposed to take Armagon and try to do something fun with... I mean, the thing is, these are both off color. All right, we'll take the rare. The thing is, in black-white, this is not probably something that you can get up to. This is a Golgari card because it costs 8 mana and you want to ramp into it. But of course, it's a really, really strong payoff. So my thought process was if I take the Nunchaku, if I want to be green or black, like this thing just feels like it will have more upside. But of course, we're still on the Mighty Mutanimals here. This pack has April O'Neil, which actually might be White's best common or up there. The 2 mana that makes a 1/1 might be better. Probably better, but I think April O'Neil is quite nice. Leonardo's also fine here. The rest of the commons here are pretty middling. Noting that I was taking just some look at some of the early stats in the format, and man, half the commons are just like really bad, and the top end stuff is still pretty fine here. But let's take the April O'Neil, and yeah, let's see if we regret passing the Kunoichi, if you will. I certainly might, but I don't think I'm ever going to be sad playing with the Mighty Mutanimals. All right, pack 1, pick 4 here. We have, this is a tough pack here. There's a Turtle Lair, which if I go ninjas, I suppose this can be good. There's a Foot Ninjas, but I don't think, I mean, these are all like replacement level commons. I'm just going to take Turtle Lair. It just has the most upside if I do end up drafting some kind of like sneaky ninja deck. But if not, then we're of course going to have to shift gears here. Here, I'll take Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. This card is awesome in basically any deck. Very, very happy with it and great with the Mighty Mutanimals. So let's take that. Gonna be looking to try to be some kind of white aggressive deck. I don't know what my second color is. Certainly the black cards aren't flowing, and the 2 archetypes that you want to pair with white are red and black. So, but like I'm not seeing red or black, but I am seeing white. Leonardo Big Brother is a totally fine creature to sneak into play here. So let's go ahead and take that. And another Leo. There's also Frog Butler, which is a really, really good ramp card. But of course, that's not what we're trying to do here. And there's also the Bespoke Bow, which is a pretty good bounce effect. But again, I don't know that I want to be blue-white. I don't think that's a supported color pair. So let's just keep taking the white cards here. Let's take Leo. Here we have Eastwind Avatar, which, I mean, it's fine. Like, again, I'm going to try to stick to the color pairs that I'm familiar with, that's kind of represented in this format, unless the person passing to me is somehow in Rakdos. Like, Donatello's technique is fine, but let's just take the random Eastwind Avatar. Here we have Michelangelo in April and nobody. This is too hard to cast. I guess I'll just take Michelangelo. I mean, maybe I end up with like a green-white beatdown deck right now, but what if we just end up mono-white? That would be pretty fun. And Turtle Lair does work pretty well with the Leonardo. Just Leonardo ends up being quite big, and giving it unblockable can be good. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 10. That is another Michelangelo and a bunch of middling cards, so I suppose I will take that. Hey, you know, sometimes you have to go off script a little bit. And this might certainly be the case here because we are not seeing any red and we're not seeing any black. In fact, I mean, it's possible Ninjas is also not super open. What is open, though? Some random green cards? Like, are we just green-white beatdown with, like, guac and marshmallow pizzas? We'll see. I mean, this is my only black card that I've seen. What are the black commons that I even want, right? I haven't seen the Ninjas. I feel like, I mean, Northwind Avatar just loves me. You know what I mean? I just keep opening this card. I think the card's great. It's reminding me that I played with it. I had a deck with 2 of these and I played poorly, and I deserve everything that happens to me. But yeah, let's move on. Can't take that. Can't take Baxter Stockman. We are white and hopefully trying to pair white with red or black. And if I do that, I think Manhole Missile is certainly the best card here. I just think it's enough better than High Flying Ace, where I take it here and see what happens. Even if I end up with like white with like a smattering of red cards, that still would be fine for me. Okay, well, at least we cut off the white enough to the point where there's a Triceraton Commander, although I did pass a Turncoat Kunoichi, so the person I'm passing to probably ends up in Ninjas. But we'll see. Like, we'll see the power of the Mighty Mutanimals, and every time I draw it, I will compare it to the Kunoichi. But yes, we are taking Triceraton Commander over the Last Ronin's Technique. Wingnut Bat on the Belfry is also a card that I think should be good in red-white. But let's take the Commander here, of course. Pack 2, pick 3. Last Ronin's Technique is an interesting one here. Oh, I didn't see this card. Raphael, Most Attitude. 4 mana for a 4/3 Menace. Whenever the creature you control enters, you may exile the top card of your library. Whenever this attacks... Okay. So it's this or the Last Ronin's Technique. I can take Grounded for life too because I don't have interaction, but I think I'd rather take one of these 2 cards. What the heck? Let's take the Raphael. I think Last Ronin's Technique could be fine too, but I do have a Turtle Lair, and this is a new uncommon that I'm not really sure on the power level of a card like this, so I want to try it. Here we have Action News Crew and Mouser Foundry. I'm still just going to take Mouser Foundry. This card I think is just excellent. You don't even really need it in an artifact deck, but it's a pretty good mana sink. Action News Crew is also, of course, fine, but let's take the Foundry. Here we have a Manhole Missile and an Old Hob Alley Cat Blues, and Grounded for life as well. I'm going to take the Manhole Missile. I think Old Hob is pretty good. It's pretty expensive, though. And I'm red-white. I want to keep my curve kind of lower and be very aggressive. And I think the Manhole Missile is perfect at just, allowing us to put a lot of pressure on with some of our early drops and helping us sift through our deck. Here, I'm going to take Go Ninja Go over Uneasy Alliance. Go Ninja Go deals damage equal to the greatest power among creatures you control to target creature an opponent controls, or exile target you control, then return it to the battlefield. So you get to flicker things, which can be nice with cards like Mighty Mutanimals. I mean, also, it's just a card that I want to try. It's a Boros Signpost uncommon. It better be good in Boros, right? All right, pack 2, pick 7. That is a Karai's Technique, which I'm surprised to see given that I passed the Turncoat Kunoichi. Now, this would be a 3rd copy of Leonardo Big Brother, and this is where things get really awkward. But I will note that with a card like Leonardo, it often will just trade with something. So it's better than other versions of legendary creatures because I do feel like you can just get a trade when you want and then play the other one afterwards. Here I'll take an EPF point squad, just a fine curve filler type card. Here I'll take Raphael Tough Turtle. I mean, if this card is going to be good, it's going to be in a red-white deck. And I feel like they tried to push all the legendary commons to be reasonably playable. So I will try it. Okay, so I guess I can cut the Eastwind Avatar because I like all the other stuff a little more. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the turtle lair is looking pretty good here. We have, this is what, Ninjas and Turtles? And we have 7 ninjas in our deck, so that's pretty great. Granted, making Raphael or Mechanized Ninja Cavalry unblockable is not great. So it's more like these 3, the April O'Neil, but making Raphael unblockable is quite nice. Granted, you're not going to have the mana to be able to like activate this and then play the spell off the Raphael, but you know, it's still fine. I'm really happy about the decision to take the second Manhole Missile, by the way. Are there like go wide, like, are there ways that I guess there's the channel, the new squad. I'm trying to think, are there other ways that like benefit you for having a bunch of tokens in play? There is the Mighty Mutanimals, but like, is there a way to pump all your 1/1s? Like, is there something else that exists? Oh gosh, Donatello. This is a great one. 4 mana for a 3/5 in an artifact deck. This thing is spicy. Put 3+1/+1 counters on target creature artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 artifact. Yeah, very, very good card. Broadcast Takeover is a way to steal all artifacts. Not great. Krang, 9 mana. Win the game if you resolve it, but it costs 9 mana. Anchovy and Banana Pizza is a good common, but I'm just going to take the pacifism here in Uneasy Alliance. There's not a whole lot of sacrifice stuff that exists in this format, so I feel like there are formats where aura-based removal isn't as good, but I feel like in this one, it's pretty solid. So I think Uneasy Alliance is actually good. I've had it be played against me, and I've had it be quite nice. Quite nice. All right, moving on to Pack 3, Pick 2. How come I see all the... How come I see all the good ninja cards in this pack? There's the Dream Beavers, which is an excellent way to ninjutsu stuff in, or excuse me, sneak stuff in. Super Shredder, of course, is also fantastic. But at this point, I do feel like we are pretty much locked into a red-white deck. I really don't want to take a 4th copy of Leonardo Big Brother. And you know what? You can't go wrong taking your 1st copy of Escape Tunnel. I hate taking it 2nd pick, but I think it's better than the 4th Leonardo. And I don't really think I want to take Make Your Move 2nd pick either. So this is just for the mana curve. We'll take a Manhole Missile here, pick Pack 3, Pick 3, noting that there is a Novel Nunchaku, good fight spell, and a Metalhead, which is a really good card here as well. But of course, we're going to take the premium removal spell here and move on. All right, well, things are drying up, and we're certainly seeing a lot more blue. I guess I don't know what exactly happened here, but you know, the blue-red cards are certainly showing up here. Turtles Forever. Search your library for 4 legendary cards. And it's like, it gets me 2 legends. How many legendary cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Different names? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's literally no red or white cards here, and it's too late to switch. So I'll take Turtles Forever. And, you know, probably won't play it, but it is what it is. We'll go with Uneasy Alliance. So we're picking up a lot of removal here. Like, good, solid removal. Now we just need to make sure we can fill out the rest of our deck with just fine creatures. We'll take another Raphael. I have my doubts that this card is actually good, but I'm a red-white alliance creature deck, so let's play it and see where this goes. Where are my creatures? Man. All right, Hamato Guardian Set. Lord Dreg, that's a cool card if you're doing some disappear nonsense. Mind Transfer Protocol is actually a pretty decent combat trick. Huh. I guess I'll just play a Zog for the top end of my mana curve. I don't love it. Underworld Breach? Nice. Saved by the Shell? Yeah, I mean, green was like kind of open. I don't know. Green, blue, red. I don't know what I was supposed to... I'm going to just take this Breach because it's got cool art. Yeah. I mean, there's like 2... Somehow, usually Boros is like more open, but there's just like 5 Boros drafters to my right. But it's okay. we're going to have enough playables here. April, Slither Encrypted, Tunnel Rats. I suppose we'll take this combat trick and be sad if I have to play it. I guess Eastwind Avatar is making its way back into the deck. I didn't think that I would need to play those. Wow. This was the driest pack ever. So dry. Yeah, I guess I'll have to try out this combat trick. +1/+3 flying scrub. What the? Last pick rock steady. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, this is certainly not the most exciting deck, but at least we get to try drafting a Boros deck and see how it plays out, right? So, you know, look at the you got to look at the positives. Look at the positives. I'm playing every single playable card I can imagine. I still don't think Turtles Forever is good. I just think it's just that, you know, I don't want to take a turn off to just look for legends. Our creature count's pretty decent. What's our curve looking like? 2.7. I wonder if I should, like, is Rock Soldier something that's main deckable? I don't think so. Let's just play it like this. All right. Okay, let's just see what happens. All right, now before round one starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really good way to join a great group of folks looking to up their limited game. I post monthly videos on my Discord. I do monthly streams. Lots of good benefits. If you want, again, if you are interested in joining a great group of folks, check it out. All right, opponent on the play. I'm going to keep this 2 planes on the draw. I do have a Triceraton Commander. Now, I technically want to play this later, but if I don't have a play on turn 2, I will certainly run it out. But I did draw Escape Tunnel, so happy about that. Going to use that to go get a mountain here. Turn 1 Dream Beavers into turn 2 Sneak. Nope. Okay, good. All right, what do I want to play? Like, part of me wants to kill this creature. Whatever. Let's get Raphael down. At least they didn't play the 2-mana 3-1 that, like, draws them a card or whatever. Okay. Is there like a flash creature? Oh. Too bad Go Ninja Go is not an instant. Okay. Well, this is dead. I'm going to continue taking the 1 here. Oh. Dang. Alright, Michelangelo Mutant BFF. That's a good one. I guess I'm going to have to kill the Dream Beavers and try to find other removal effects. Like a pacifism effect would be nice, of course. Another Manhole Missile. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Huh. This card's solid. I wouldn't say it's busted, but it's a very good card, of course. The Sally Pride is better, in my opinion. The 5-mana 2/5. Now, being able to sneak in the Triceraton Commander is pretty nice with Leonardo, if I can pull that off. I have a couple of pacifisms. That's what I'm going to really need here. Obviously, I have to take this. Bebop, Warthog Warrior. Okay. So this will be a 3/3. That won't be quite enough. This is a lot of damage. I guess next turn I just take a ton of damage. This does make it so that the Leonardo can kill one of those creatures. Oh, nice combo. Hold on. Man, this is brutal. So this is 9 damage coming in. 3, 6, 9, 13 damage. We'll take it. Okay. All right, what can I do here, right? Exile target creature controlled, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control, and then it deals damage equal to its... So I want to kill Bebop, right? With this card. I don't care about flickering something. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can't... If I kill Rocksteady, I can't kill them. All right, I'm dead to a removal spell, but I want to put myself in a position to win this game. They're digging with Cowabunga. They do have a food, which makes things a little bit awkward. It's a forest off Cowabunga. All right, so they're making a huge Michelangelo, which makes sense. And they can sack a food. So, yeah, again, I mean, this is going to be a tough spot. Okay, 11. Is there a way for me to pump? You know what I mean? Because otherwise I need to keep 2 things back, which is not great. Ooh. Yeah, so I need to keep 2 chump blockers back for those things. Son of a gun. Oh, that's so brutal. Because I don't have... the turtle lair doesn't make me actually get enough damage through. So I just have to do this and, like, rummage this away. Alright, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a world where I could have maybe played this a little bit differently. But they had a lot of just large monsters that played around our 3 damage removal effects. Yeah, that's one of those games. Because my opponent really didn't have that much interaction, I feel like... That's one of those games where I feel like I probably could have done something different, you know? Maybe I should have taken a worse trade previously. Something along those lines. Alright, let's go get a mountain with the escape tunnel. Alright, there's the Mutanimals. It could have been a Kunoichi. Okay. I'm gonna kill it. My curve is pretty low. I'm going to just get rid of this mountain. Because I really want to give myself an opportunity to draw a 3-drop. You know what I mean? With my hand. I assume you're supposed to just pump the token, right? Not the Mutanimals. Alright, that is Foot Elite. And here's the thing. I mean, this is what makes this card so excellent, right? First of all, it's just a lot of power and toughness. But, like, if they use a removal spell on the Mutanimals, I still have a 3/3 left over. That is great. Madame Null. Madame Null. That is kind of scary. I know it was mana inefficient, but at the same time, I don't want my opponent to just, like, double the power on another creature, you know what I mean? This is a little bit awkward, though, because they have the Foot Elite, and then, like, if they attack me, what do I do? Because they can always sneak something in, which is not great. Oh, wow. They just played a Leonardo? Okay, that's fine. I mean, I assume they're going to sneak something in here, and this is part of the trickiness of playing against the black-white deck. Like, if they have a trick, obviously that's bad. Oh, that's totally fine. Okay. You know what? Could have been a lot worse. You know, they could have just, like, cast it. Whatever. All right. Ooh, Leonardo Big Brother. So let's play Eastwind Avatar. Let's put... Where do I want to put this counter? 16 to 18? Let's make a 5/5 so they don't have a good double block available. Next turn I can play Eastwind Avatar plus Leonardo Big Brother, and then I can make the Leonardo unblockable, which is pretty nice. I mean, of course, just making a big flyer is also quite nice with the Mutanimals. Like, I've already put 3+1/+1 counters with this thing. Again, this card is just obscenely pushed for an uncommon. If it stays on the board for a couple of turns, it's just so hard to lose. I don't want to double block and then have them just, like, play a removal spell and then 2-for-1 me there, you know? But perhaps it was good to do so. I mean, they're at 11 life. Look at my board. Like, oh my gosh. Gross. So this is 3 triggers? How do you even beat this? Two more creatures. Okay, so now I have, like, good attacks with everything. And if they had a removal spell, they would have killed this in response, right? Oh, so they had to wait till it became a 4-power creature? I mean, now they have to chump. Yeah, this is... Mighty Mutanimals, folks. Mighty Mutanimals. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it now. This is a mythic uncommon. All right. This is a mythic rare, and it's really good. Okay. All right, we got one back. We got one back. That's good. And let's keep it going. All right, opponent on the play. Yeah. Certainly keeping this. A bunch of 2-mana removal effects, a Raphael, and a Triceraton commander. I think just a common mode for this will be to be able to play it on turn 4. But of course, this is one of those threats where, like, if you can do anything else, you wait, right? To try to get maximum value. Oh, Jimbo, I respect it. It's like, you know, I'm not here to wait. I am not here to wait. I am going to plane cycle this because that way I can just pass priority, go to my other screen, look at some fun stuff. You know what I mean? All right. Go, Ninja, go. Manhole Missile. I am going to go Missile. Let's get rid of a 4-drop, just because I have a bunch of other ones. I really just want to hit lands, right? I want to be able to play only Raphaels all the time. No! Mighty Mutanimals! Why do you do this to me? Alright. I'm going to play Raphael first. I might regret this. We'll see. Maybe they kill my Raphael, though. If they kill my Raphael, it's not too bad. Okay. Put some more counters on things. Sure. So 4 damage to me. Yeah. This card is... What were they thinking, honestly? What actually were they thinking? Like, this card is just clearly too pushed from a stats perspective. Like, what? So silly. I'm kind of offended, honestly. That is a plains. I kind of want to attack with this. I really want to play the plains. I mean, they might just take it here, which would be even better, to be honest. And then, okay. And then now I can pacify the 5/5. Jenica, Bad Apple, Big Sister. All right. So I'm going to go to 12. They're going to attack with both. And then I will take 2 and go to 10. So we're going to need to, of course, try and stabilize this board here. We do. And so, I mean, certainly this could be a turn where we go with the Triceraton Commander. Honestly, I kind of want to go Eastwind Avatar and play Manhole Missile. Is that bad? On Jenica, if they do a double block? Oh, maybe I should have attacked. Yeah, this could have been not a good attack, honestly. I mean, given that I have the removal spell here, I feel like I'm probably not going to die, but, you know, we'll see. If they have a combat trick, obviously it's bad. Okay, Foot Elite getting in. All right, Jimbo. What are you going to target? Okay, let me think. Sure. So this goes here, this goes here. Just trying to minimize damage. 4, 5, 6, 7 damage coming in. They have 2 cards in hand. I guess I will try to kill this. And of course, we're not going to rummage here. Which is obviously going to be a very, very scary thing for my opponent. Right, so life totals are 9 apiece. That was a good turn for us. Next turn, we can resolve the Triceraton Commander, get 3 triggers. So the Raphael will deal 3 damage. And then, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that would be lethal if they don't have a follow-up here. They did rummage something. 1, 2. Boom. Look at that. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Just enough. All right. A little red-white mirror. I will say, you know, everything kind of feels unreal so far in this format. It's, you know, a simpler set. I've noticed that you see that more in kind of some of the Universes Beyond stuff. Make it easier, because there's a lot more new players being introduced into Magic for this. Although I guess the same can't be said for Final Fantasy, which is one of the best sets ever. All right, 2 and 1. All right, on the play here, I will absolutely keep this. Mountain Plains on the play here. I have a turn 2 Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. I also have Manhole Missile. This is actually kind of interesting. I'm considering holding off on the Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. I don't know if that's bad, though. I'm going to try it. I don't know if this is wrong or right, but because I have EPF Point Squad and Mighty Mutanimals, I am doing this. Everything Pizza gets a land. So I would have been able to get in for 2 points of damage. But, well, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I will be mountain cycling here just to make sure that I can hit my draw smoothly here. And if I draw too many lands, I can always filter things away. All right, let's see if the sandbagged mechanized ninja cavalry ends up working out in our favor. All right, Teamer mana base here. Frog Butler. Sure. 6 cards in hand. I'm going to kill this, actually. Frog Butler. Whenever people play Frog Butler, it's going to be really darn good. Maybe I should have played the April O'Neil there. Not entirely positive. Okay. Okay, June. Maybe I should have played the turn 2 Ninja Cavalry here. Oh, they got... Deals 3 damage to any target. 3+1/+1 counters. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5... 7 mana? 3, 4... Okay. Okay. They're doing things. We're gonna just make sure... We're gonna just make it so they die. Okay. Sure. Alright, they're at 8 life. Good luck, right? What are you gonna do? If you kill the Mighty Mutanimals, like... They kind of need to play a sweeper here. Oh, this is stupid. Whatever! You know what I mean? That is so dumb. The Last Ronin. You know what we call that? That's the commentator curse, because my opponent drafted a pile of cards with the Last Ronin, and yeah, I guess the Last Ronin will get it done. Oh my gosh. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much respect does my opponent have for the game? There's a blue 2-drop, a double black drop, presumably they're a base green deck. The pizza, look, everything makes sense. The pizza feels like a bit of a stretch. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to win from this spot. I'm also trying to figure out, like, how many sweepers are even in this set? There's the Pyroclasm card. And I know the Last Ronin, but... Alright, we can't win anymore. Fair enough. Alright, well... You get Last Ronin. You get Last Ronin. That's all I can say. Let's keep going. Man, if that Mighty Mutanimals was a turncoat Kunoichi, though, wouldn't have done a damn thing. All right, opponent on the play. Look, that hand was totally fine. We have a few 3-drops and a Manhole Missile, which is obviously totally fine here, so happy enough with this. Prehistoric Pet. 1 mana for 1/2, can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. And then 1 and a white, return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. Okay. Sweet little 1-drop here. If you have a lot of come into play effects, it's pretty good. You can, like, get super sneaky. And then it also invalidates cards like Uneasy Alliance. Oh, jeez. Lita, Little Orphan Amphibian. I do not want to mess around. I'm going to kill that immediately. This is one of the better uncommons in the format as well. And we can get rid of one of our 3 Leonardos. How about that? So nice 1 into a 2. Jeez, Casey Jones. That's also good with Prehistoric Pet. Please miss. It looks like they have options, though. This is kind of unfortunate. You're red-white. It shouldn't... Granted, a 2-mana 2/1 upside haste with, like, marginal upside is always going to be good. And they hit something. Whew. All right. This is some good stuff here. Quintessential Katana, okay. 2 mana to equip. Sure. So we're going to take 4 damage here. And they get to untap this thing. It's a pretty good card. The nice thing is I can at least Uneasy Alliance this thing. You know? So we'll do that. And then we'll play this. And if they want to, like, move the Katana over, I can double block. It's fine. Like, if they spend their turn to do that, I'm okay with that. I do have Triceraton Commander, which is pretty nice. They can also pick up Casey Jones and replay it. It's kind of slow. I'm not sure you want to do that. Oh, Black-White land. Okay, maybe splashing a Black Ninja here. Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. We'll take care of the EPF point squad here. Okay. They don't have a good attack. And what do we want to do? Gonna attack with both. Let's Leonardo in on the mechanized cavalry. And then we can play the mechanized cavalry. I'm gonna hold off on the commando. Like, now that I have 5 mana in play, I'm going to try to get to a point where I get to 6 mana, right? So I will do everything in my power to play around that if I can. Opponent on 3 cards in hand. Might have some number of removal. This doesn't bounce food, so that's good. So it can't bounce the spicy oatmeal pizza, which is nice. Heck, I can even just exile the prehistoric pet if I have nothing to do, right? That is also an option. Okay, Casey Jones. Easy double block. Koya. Oh my gosh, that's gross. Oh man, all the blowouts in today's draft video. Whew. I like how I was like, you know what? This is a format where aura-based removal is fine, and then I'm just things are getting flickered and it's not great. Not great at all, friends. Ooh, that, however, is great. And then if I sneak in Leonardo, it's pretty good. I get to just put counters on another thing, right? And this triggers the Mutanimals. Now the question is, where do I target this counter? Where do I put a counter on this? Because they can blink my tokens, so like pumping up my tokens seems less good. Alright, let's just do that. Like, they can attack with Koya, gain 2 life, pick it up with Prehistoric Pet, replay it, and then flicker one of my tokens, which I think is a fine play if they don't have anything else to do. But if they can't kill my Mutanimals and I play Triceraton Commander, I mean, that's a ton of damage, of course. Or are they going to sneak something in? That's also obviously very good. Holy cow. Well, this makes me want to... This makes me wish I block some other stuff. Whatever. I mean, I guess I block a 1/1 here, right? Oh, they're all unblocked? Oh! Didn't realize that. Okay. Okay, we got a close one here. 8 to 11. They got a Koya. They're trying to get to 7 mana to, like, just kill something. But they're going to have to do a little bit of chump blocking here. Yeah, I don't have a choice. So we still have 3 blockers. Now, they can sack the spicy oatmeal pizza as well. They can also do, like, block blink shenanigans with the prehistoric pet if they really wanted to. Like, block the Leonardo with April, and then pick it up, I suppose. But, I mean, this is a fair amount of pressure coming in. Okay. So perhaps happy with the trade here. Okay, it can't return itself, so that's good. And of course, I'm not going to sneak in Leonardo with Legend Rule here, so this is what it is. All right. This thing is really, I mean, it's good in the mirror because, like, we're kind of in a racing situation, but, I mean, my board is still very, very good. All they have is an army of 1/1s. Now, they are ahead on the race because they have the katana and the spicy oatmeal pizza, so I can't get overly aggressive here. They also have the ability to play the Koya next turn, which is obviously going to be quite nice. So that'll allow them to just, like, permanently kill the Mutanimals or the commander. And I will say, the more and more I'm playing with this Mutanimals card, the more confident I'm becoming in that actually being the pick over the 2 rares that I could have taken, which is insane. Wow, that's good. Ooh, that's huge. Grounded for life plus Koya. Granted, they can't attack me this turn, and they're just gonna eat a token here. Probably my... Oh, because it flies, I guess? Sure. Okay, now we gotta think. Does this have vigilance? No. Hamato's Guardian Stance. That's very, very interesting on this board. I'm going to keep it, actually. Set for 3. They do have to be careful here. Oh, you know, I should have attacked with the commander. Well, if I attack with the commander, they chump my 3/3 with a 1/1. Because there's a world where I can, like, just kill them with Leonardo Big Brother. So they obviously have to be careful about that. I mean, they have perfect information here, but I'm making a 4/4 here just to make sure that I have a blocker for Koya, just because right now it's like they're still ahead in the damage race, so I don't want to get too crazy. If they triple block, obviously that's something I'm super happy with, because now all they have is a 3/2 flyer. If they kill my commander, like, I still just hit them for a lot, right? Oh my gosh, target creature can't... Oh my... Oh, they didn't attack me. Okay. So they can't block April O'Neil. So I can sneak into Leonardo, which is very, very good. This thing has reach. So if I attack, they can block, I guess. But then I do have Hamato. All right, so let's bring in the Leonardo. And then let's put a counter. This is +1/+3 and flying. Okay. Should I maximize the damage that I deal? Because I can say I'm just gonna save this with Hamato, right? Bottom that. All right, they're at 6. I play April. Where do I put the counter? Let's put it on April. Oh, Escape Tunnel and Zog. Let's go Zog, I suppose. Don't hit me with the good game until you've played your last card. You know what I mean? Just like... It happened in the last draft. My opponent hit me with a good game, and they ripped a spicy oatmeal pizza, and they killed me. So it just, you know. But yeah, it is over here. Okay. All right. My opponent basically drew no removal for my Mighty Mutanimals, and if it stays in play in a creature mirror, it's going to be tough to beat. All right, 3 and 2. All right, on the play here, 3 lands, sure. I have a Raphael that I can play into Leonardo, big bro. I need to draw one of my good cards, though. This will not do. What does this do? It's a rare. When this enters, mill 2, draw 2, then discard 2. When this becomes level 2, return up to 2 target artifact cards from your graveyard to your hand. 5 mana. At the beginning of combat in your turn, put 3+++ target artifact you control it. Wow. What the heck? So next turn they can like level this up, and fair enough. So if I don't draw a creature, I think I just play Leonardo. What did they discard? Double Krang? What is happening over there? Sneaking this in doesn't do anything. In fact, it does less damage. So let's just play Leonardo. What the heck is this deck? Oh my gosh. Look, our only hope here is to just, like, beat our opponent down. I need to find a creature here. I do have a removal spell. I need to find a creature here. And, yeah, again, like, if they try to level this up, that's obviously just way too slow right now. They have to affect the board here in some way, right? That's not that effective, honestly. Bespoke Bow, sure. That is an Eastwind Avatar. I suppose I should just play the 4-drop here. Hit my opponent for 2. And then we can go Raphael into removal spell. I'm hoping my opponent is just all in on the clunk. Just all of the clunk. Nobody on Bespoke Bow, sure. Woo! That is the mighty, mighty Mutanimals. Gonna play it, obviously. Let's put a counter here. I mean, this is an attack for 9. And, I mean, I guess they kind of have to play the Bespoke Bow on Leonardo. But if they do, my board is still incredible. I have Go Ninja Go to blink my Mutanimals. Two Alliance triggers, kill something. I have some tricks as well. I mean, this is tough. Chrome Dome, okay. That's certainly not enough. Okay, and that is a land. Oof. What do I want to do? Let's play this. Let's play Raphael. I don't even know where to... Let's make a large flyer, I guess. Then we go Ninja Go. So they didn't kill the Mutanimals in response there. I don't actually know if pump targeting this is correct, but it gives me the most value. Manhole Missile. Let me think. That's fine. Because then I can just give this flying and kill them, right? But they still... this creature still dies. Yep. All right. All right. I mean, Johnny B, looks like they have a sweet artifacts deck, but sometimes you just get Boros. And that's the important thing here. Like, Boros is the ultimate, like, you try to dirtle, I'm just going to kill you. I'm going to kill you dead. You need to make sure you have removal and curve out. So I'm curious to see what happens here. Is like, are the Boros and Orzhov sneak decks so aggressive to the point where you can't go crazy with the Dirtly Artifact stuff? Because the Dirtly Artifact stuff is powerful and gives you late game inevitability, but like I've had some Dirtly Artifact decks myself. All right, on the draw here, we have a Mechanized Infantry on 2, Mechanized Ninja Cavalry on 2, and then Leonardo. Yeah, I mean, this is the type of stuff that you really need for the Artifact decks. All right, well, I will certainly also play my Ninja Cavalry here. Okay, that is in April. And do I want Raphael? Sure. April is very, very scary, so I just needed to make that attack, I think. Okay, that is another April from the opponent. And now we have to decide which 4-drop we want to play. Let's play Raphael. This is rough. So now if they have a removal spell, then we're in trouble, right? Then we're going to have to like start chump balking April, which makes me less happy that I... Okay. It's Donatello Way with Machines. I mean, this is still fine to attack with. Okay, that's an uneasy alliance, so I'm not going to attack this turn. Next turn I can attack. Alright, Utrom Scientist, sure. Should probably tap down Raphael, right? Nope. Fair enough. You may play a card exile with Raphael. So now I can just attack with this, and I'll be happy just using the Uneasy Alliance, right? Unless, of course, they have a removal spell. Sure. Alright, and now we get to play Uneasy Alliance on Donatello. And as much as I want to get EPF Point Squad going, I'm just going to play another Eastwind Avatar. This has been, like, surprisingly decent, to be honest. All right. Ooh. I think the +1/+1 counter is more valuable. So let's go EPF Point Squad into Raphael. Hit them for 8. All right. That's pretty good. This is activated as a sorcery. I mean, this is what I mean, though, right? Like, it's now a 3-mana 2/2. Just do not believe in these Scroll Thief type effects. Metalhead, okay. On Donatello, sure. They're gonna take... it's almost like they have it macroed in. I'm like, what is happening here? They're just like, pizza time! Okay. Let's play Leonardo. So if I flash into Leonardo, I got to think about how much damage is... Because I'm going to lose the other Leonardo. So I'll still have 6 creatures in play. So that'll get in for 6 damage, plus 1 here would be 7. So that would be 7 damage. They go to 4, and then this would... the other one would get pumped. I think that's lethal. I'll have... No. This gets picked up, so I'll have 1, 2, 3... I'll have 5 creatures in play. So it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. All right, we'll just chill. We were 1 damage short. Hey, my opponent also playing this thing, but they have no cards in hand. But they can actually get 2 things back here, which is very good. Bespoke Bow and Metalhead or Utram Sign? I don't know. I'll let them figure it out. They're playing fast and loose. Okay, so this taps down an Avatar, I guess. Any creature here would obviously be fantastic. Oh, Escape Tunnel? That is super interesting. Yeah, that gets it done, right? Boom. Just enough. Sorry, Uncle Cardboard. But you are right. It was pizza time for this guy. Okay, playing for Plat 1 here. A lot of back and forth with this deck. And here's the thing with this deck. Like, my deck, it's nothing special, right? I mean, we're 5 wins. It's still early enough in the format where people are just trying a bunch of stuff. But, like, we're just curving out. We got some cheap interaction. We have a Mutanimals. Like, it's a fine deck, but we have lots and lots of commons. But it's still getting the job done. All right, on the play here, I'm going to keep this. I don't have any 2-drops, but, like, I have 3 lands. A 3-drop and 2 4s and a removal spell. I think I'm supposed to keep this. And generally speaking, I think I'm supposed to get a Plains here because I do have the Triceratops or Triceradon or whatever. I don't have any double red cards, so let's go get Plains. 2-drop would be great. Oh, we drew Raphael off the top. So now we would like land number 4 for just the smoothest draw you can hope for on the play. Our opponent on a black-white sneak deck. Splinter. That's a great one. Let's play EPF Point Squad. This thing has Menace. I guess I should have just attacked. Oh, no, I guess I can double block here. Yeah, I can double block. The thing is, I don't want to use... Man. What do you have? They're sneaking something in. Yeah, land would be phenomenal here. Leonardo, Big Brother. Okay. You got me. How does this work with, like, will it be a 3-power creature? You know what I mean? I'm not entirely sure. But we are in a bit of a racing situation here. All right, give me land number 4, please. Land number 4, and we have a real game on our hands. Oh my gosh, this is insane. You gonna sneak something in? Oh, that is really cool. Their deck is insane. They got Splinter, Dark Leo, and Shredder. All right, I hit Manhole Missile. But I think the play here is to blink this. And then also deal damage to Dark Leo and Shredder, right? Bring it on. They should probably just cast Splinter, to be honest. Yeah. Look, but if we're in a racing situation, like, it's 16 to 10. Are you comfortable racing me here? I guess it depends on what else they have. Okay. Let's bring it on. All right. Okay. So now, being stuck on mana has just, like, completely stifled anything that I'm trying to get going here. I'm going to kill the Splinter here and hope to rummage into a land. If I do, I think I win the game, basically. Or very close to it. If I don't, then we're in a tricky spot. They're at 10 life. We attack with this. And yeah, we just missed on a land again. So, I mean, I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. What do you do? Sure. Man, my opponent only plays one way. Give me a land, for goodness sake. Oh, man. I'm at 4 life. I don't even know what to say here. This is rough. They could have that 2-mana removal spell, so I do need to be mindful of that too. Gosh. They have 2 cards in hand with the, I'm thinking here. I don't even know if I attack this turn because they have 2 mana up. Yeah, I'm gonna chill. Play some defense. Keep up the Hamato Guardian stance. This one's a very frustrating game. It's just like, I feel like if I can just double spell just once. All right, cloning of Shredder, huh? Let's see how aggressive they choose to be here. Okay. Oh, this is. Oh wait, rounded up. How does that work? So do I need to block like 2 things? So block here. Oh, it's whenever Dark Leo deals damage. Create a 1/1 if you lose. Then if you control. Okay. Alright, so we go to 1. Okay, so we're still gonna get it done here. Whew. Because this gives flying, right? 3 lands. Whew. Very close one. Now there's the land. To the skies! Woo! Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Got it done there. And we hit Plat 1, and we have 6 wins. Dark Leo and Shredder, Splinter, the cloning of Shredder. Who cares? Okay? Commons for the win. Alright, on the play here. Certainly going to keep this. I do have a 2-drop in the Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. I think I should just play it here. Although now I drew the Escape Tunnel, and that changes things. Because this guarantees that I can play a 4-drop. Alright. I'm gonna play the Cavalry on the play. Well, I wish I didn't. Let's play the Point Squad. Donatello, that's a good one. Gosh. Man, not playing the land really got me. I mean, I figured the pacifism on Donatello is going to be very, very good here. Next turn, we do get to play the Mighty Mutanimals and then just, like, try to overwhelm our opponents that way. Rock Soldiers. That doesn't do anything. Oh, no, it doesn't do anything. Let's crack this and get a mountain. So I kind of want to make this huge to attack through everything. Oh, it's still not huge enough. Or big enough. Whoops. Well, maybe I should have waited then. Yeah, okay. Well, we just gotta wait. Yeah, no, I should have put a counter on something else. I mean, at least the way that I look at this is like, if they kill the Mutanimals, I can still attack with the EPF Point Squad, right? So, this is still fine. And now we have to consider our options. I think I just want to play Eastwind Avatar. All right. Just be happy with a double block here if that's a thing. Obviously, if they have a removal spell, they're going to kill this. Oh, yeah, that's a Metalhead. It sure is. Okay. They could have bounced Donatello, but, I mean, this is also fine, of course. Yeah, and like, I think they're, like, trying to find avenues where they can be aggressive, but they just don't have too many of them. Certainly go EPF Point Squad here. And then we'll play April. I could have sandbagged it, but I am interested in a Surveil here. Or a Scry. Ooh. These all seem pretty good. I'm just going to keep everything. 4 in the air. You know, this card has performed better than I would have expected. You know what I mean? Eastwind Avatar down, maybe? Oh, nice. That's really strong. So they got my flyer. Did they have nothing in their graveyard? Okay, so they got me good there. They got me good there. I guess this gets blocked by Purple Dragon, whatever. Let me think. Let's just play the flyer. What are you holding priority for? Get out of here. I kind of want to keep this around because... Jesus. Fine, I'll take it. They probably have another Brilliance Unleashed or something silly. Well, they have 2 cards in hand, so we'll see where this goes. Might as well attack. Are they going to block here? How many artifacts do they have to sacrifice? Just the 1, right? Mind Transfer Protocol. Now, here's my thing. Do I Leonardo in... Because that pumps the point squad, right? Yeah, I guess I'll do it. Also, it's a lot of damage. Alright, so they're at 5 life. They got 2 cards left. Baxter Stockman, sure. Okay, Rock Soldier's getting in. I'll take 7. Alright, let's play Eastwind Avatar. Alright. There you go. Nice little trophy playing against all the signpost uncommons, who cares? Eastwind Avatars, Curve Out, Boros Beatdowns. I will say, I mean, a lot of these Alliance cards are working super well together. Now, certainly they're worse on the draw against other aggressive strategies, but I do like the fact that this lets you play offense and defense. The EPF Point Squad also was totally fine. Again, these are not cards you take super highly, but you get them for free, and they're like totally playable, right? They're totally playable. But I don't know. It also feels like maybe this kind of overperformed. Like, look at our deck. When you look at this deck, you're just like, oh, this is nothing special, right? We'll note that Go Ninja Go was pretty impressive. I was thinking, well, this is weird because in Boros, your creatures aren't that big. But because you have ways to grow your creatures, you have the Leonardo, there's just enough there, and gives you answers to various aura-based removal, which is quite nice as well. So yeah, and it lets you like trigger your Alliance stuff. So Go Ninja Go seems really, really nice. And I did like some of these, the other interactive spells here as well. Mighty Mutanimals, best uncommon in the format. I don't even know that it's close. And yeah, keep an eye out for this one. This card is just absolutely insane. Outside of that, perhaps Mouser Foundry is a little bit too slow in Boros. Like this deck is probably looking to be a little bit more aggressive. So because I don't rely on any artifact synergies, maybe it's a little bit too slow for Boros. So for your Boros decks, I think for the most part, all you want are a bunch of mechanized ninja cavalries and April Onios. Like the white aggressive cards are pretty nice. So I think those are what you want. And then Raphael, I'm still not sure how good this card is. This is one of those like, it's a very easy card to cut. And if I like the second copy should almost certainly be cut in a lot of cases. Of course, we're going to have to play it out here, but it's one of those cards where it's not worth the legendary title, right? It's not worth the legendary title. So I think this is certainly something that, like I'm playing it because I didn't have enough twos. If I could replace Mouser Foundry and Raphael with like another April, like and another Cavalry, I would be totally fine. Leonardo still ended up playing quite well. I mean, in an aggressive deck, the fact that you can if you can get your opponent low enough and just randomly sneak this in for the final few points of damage, that's great. It always forces a trade. So I do like this one a fair amount. And then, of course, Turtle Lair. It didn't really get to it in too many instances, but a nice way to get reach as well. And it does seem to be the case where in a lot of decks, you're going to have enough targets where this will be pretty solid, right? So I think this card is also quite nice. Obviously insane in black-white, but even in red-white, I think you can get a lot of value out of this. And of course, Triceraton Commander, just a rock-solid creature as well. So all in all, didn't expect a trophy with this, but we will certainly take it here. And hopefully this will be the beginning of a beautiful run of wins in this format. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also go to TCGplayer.com for all your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Ninja Turtles, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Match the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you're in the market for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.